Hi today. What we're going to cook today is something that's called pancit. And I learned how to make this when we were stationed overseas in Cuba. And it's simply made with either rice sticks and or your bean threads. Now you can use either one or you can mix them. It's like an Oriental spaghetti. So how we start this, you get a skillet and you put a couple cups of water, and I have 2 skinless, boneless chicken breasts. My chicken is range-free chicken, so it has no steroids, no antibiotics in it, or anything like that. It's about as nutritious as you can get. And I cut them in strips, put them in the skillet with just the water. Sprinkle some adobo, probably about a good tablespoon. And I use fresh garlic. Put about 3 nice sized bulbs. Take the skin off of them and chop it up. If you don't have the bulbs and you have garlic in a jar or you have powdered garlic, those are fine to use as well. Just don't use garlic salt with your adobo, because you'll also be putting soy sauce in a little later, and it'll be just too much salt. So I put the chicken in my skillet with my water, about 3 cups of water, 4 cups of water, with my chicken cut in strips. So you're going to put that on the stove, and you'll get that boiling, and let your chicken cook. Now we have fresh carrots, and I use about 3 to 4 carrots depending on how much you like and how much you're making. If you're going to make a whole package of your bean threads or your rice sticks, then I would use a whole 1-pound package of fresh carrots. Now I keep the skins on, but some people like to peel them. And you take your grater, and on this side of your grater, you'll take your carrot, and you'll grate your carrot so that it comes out like this. Nice and fine grating. And you'll grate all the carrot, your 3 or 4 carrots, and set it aside. Now I used the rest of my cabbage already, but you can buy either a small head of regular green cabbage, or you can buy the oval-shaped Napa cabbage, which is a Chinese cabbage. Either cabbage is good to use. Napa cabbage is a little more expensive, but it's full of flavor. The leaves are tender, they're young, they're crisp, and they're just really delicious. So you'll do the same thing. You'll take your cabbage, and you're going to want to slice your cabbage up so it looks like coleslaw cabbage. You want to chop it up finely and put it in a pan with your carrot. Now you take your chicken once it's cooked, and it only is going to take about maybe 10 minutes for your chicken to cook once you've cut it in strips. Just take it out of the juice and set it in a pan by itself so that you have all the remaining juice in the pan, in your skillet. Then what you want to do is take your rice sticks or your bean threads and put them in your sauce, in your liquid. And it should only have the chicken, the garlic in there, and that's it. That's all that should have been in that water, was the chicken and the garlic and some of your adobo. So you're going to have remnants in your pan like this. And you're going to put your threads or your sticks in there and toss them around a little bit until they look like this. They'll look nice and gluten-y. They'll be pliable, but not fully cooked. You don't want them fully cooked yet. My chicken is on the bottom. I put my Oriental noodles, I put the sticks. I use the little stick and bean thread. I put that on top of my cooked chicken after I cut it in cubes. After it fully cooked, I cut it in bite-sized pieces. Then you take your noodles out, put your carrots and cabbage in the remaining juice, and cook your cabbage and your carrots for about another 5 or 10 minutes, just till they start to get a little soft and have absorbed the flavorings of the garlic and the soy sauce that you added in. And I add about 2 to 3 tablespoons. You want to more just to color your chicken water rather than trying to get a whole bunch of salty flavor. Once these ingredients are all cooked, I set it aside. Then if I'm ready to use it right then and there, I'll just stir it all.